All right, guys, first thing we're going to be talking about is our new series, which is going to be arches, Achilles, adductors, abdominals, and why your knees suck. Okay? So we're going to be starting with something very simple here, something that everyone's probably used to doing and they've done some point in their lives. Everyone here has rolled the arch of their foot, correct? Now, most people have done deep tissue work on their feet and just roll their arch kind of willy-nilly and just kind of work through anything that they possibly can. So we're going to use a little bit more efficient method that's actually going to help you with some Achilles pain, getting into your feet more properly, and getting some more dexterity out of your toes. So if this is going to be my heel right here, that's the circle that is my heel, and this is going to be the dead center of my heel, which is where a stacked multiple layers of tendons attach. Now I'm going to draw my 5 toes up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then going to be the big one, big toe. Okay? So what we're going to do here is first I want you to think about the center of this heel, and I want you to actually, I'm going to call this squash the cockroach. So I want you to put the ball dead center of this heel, and I want you to literally put as much pressure as you can. I want you to actually use 2 times as much pressure as you normally think that you might need on this spot. The heel is a very, very dense portion, and most people's are super gummed up. You're gonna need this extra force. Digging into this heel section here with the ball, the more pain you're able to tolerate with this one, and the harder amount of force you're able to do, the more quicker you're gonna find progress with this one. The heel should not be painful when it's dug into if it's properly trained and if it's properly ungummed. So ball's gonna be right here. I want you to mash maybe like 30 seconds, just stomp and kind of dig into that heel until some of those pain spots go away. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start dead center of the heel again. And I want you to think about these lines as you're kind of grinding through the arches of your foot. Now, muscularly, this is going to be kind of important because this is pretty close to a lot of these lines. A lot of these muscles run in very specific directions, and sometimes you can't get them to unlock and elongate unless you run the full length of the muscle. So we're going to start with our ball here, and I want you to literally start from dead center, and I want you to slightly dig into off the side of the heel, and then we're gonna make a V line straight for our big toe. Now you should be able to follow that musculature all the way here. Now the middle of the foot's a little bit different. There's one primary tendon that comes off, and then it breaks off into 3 branches. So it starts kind of looking like almost like a little bit of a pitchfork here. Oh, sorry, that's my mistake. And we have here, and we got our first branch. We have our second branch, and then we have our third branch. Okay, so same thing. We're always using this as our start point. Remember, 2 times as much force as you think you need. Okay, so we got 1 through our big toe. We come straight through. We work into each one of these little digits here, these muscles here. Then we're going to start our 3rd time back here at the heel, and same thing. We're going to trace on the outside of the heel slightly and then run that whole ridge of popcorn all the way to that pinky toe. Now, if you simply start thinking about this spot here and starting at the heel, most people don't roll their heels. They just focus on this primary section right in here, which is perfectly cool, but most people's Achilles and tight calves and everything like that, it's coming from this centered region right here, which is where a lot of the tendon structures actually are. Now, these tendon structures get very gummed up and they become very immobile, and this is where a lot of plantar fasciitis actually comes from. This will actually help alleviate plantar fasciitis, and you can work yourself out of plantar fasciitis with this exact method here with a couple other movement patterns. But we want to make sure we're following the structure lines as we work through these different things to create some separation between the muscles as they get stuck together, and then you start losing dexterity of the feet. You can't plant the big toe. You can't drop that arch and drop that ball of the foot that normally sits right here, which is going to be kind of in line with a bunch of this other stuff here. So this is just the first part of the series. We'll get more into some depth, but we're starting off with our arches here. Our arches, our heel. And this in turn is going to help out fix our Achilles, okay? It's going to help with our rooting. It's going to help with your walking, your running, your jogging, all these different things. Making sure that we take care of our feet properly is going to protect our knees. And guess what? You only have 2 of them, and if you don't need to have them replaced, you really should. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a great day.